Welcome to Life After Work. Comment below and please subscribe. This is a continuation of my work table extension. This is the second part of it. Go back and watch the first part. See if there's something there you'd like. Welcome to Life After Work. My name is Solomon. We're going to do an update on our current status here at the Life After Work model shop and have some additional things I'm going to bring up toward the end of the video. So stay tuned and we'll jump right into it. Okay, I've got the legs cut. The wife and I came to an accord and I was allowed to make sawdust in the garage to beat the rain and move a finger, and of course the weather cleared up a bit, but that's okay. Got all the legs cut and I am now in the process of putting them together, and hopefully we'll have a standing table here very, very soon. Okay guys, here we are. That's the lumber that's cut. I've got some legs standing, more legs coming, get a top on all the way from here over to there, and guess what? We're going to be rocking and rolling. So I lost the sound on this part, but I thought I'd just speed it up because I'm sure everybody's seen glue dry before. I'm putting my legs together. It's just simple 2x4. I'm not doing any fancy joiner or anything like that. I'm just gluing it and screwing it and hopefully get all my legs up in this video. As you can see, I've already got many of my other legs sitting in place, and that just about gets those built so I can now start putting on my skirting and make a table out of it. There we go. It's coming up off the floor now. But basically what I'm mentioning is, even though the 2x4s look like overkill, the closest side of the table to where I'm standing right now is going to have a full bookcase above it filled with my G scale and F scale locomotives, and they're very heavy, so I wanted to make sure they were safe up there. And then also at the other side furthest away from me on the left, as you look at it, is where I'm going to have the spray booth for my airbrush. It's going to be made out of heavy material too, because I'm just using scraps left over from cutting the tabletop. At least that's the plan right now. So I think what we'll do, we'll start here at the old part of the work table. If you'll remember, I've got my 2 shelf units with materials and books and supplies and what have you on that, and then a work table that is 8 feet long. It's actually a fairly good size. It's a tall table, and I have a task chair that goes up to that level, so that's not a problem. I've got a computer over here. It's actually my wife's old computer. I got her a newer, faster one. And most of this is going to come off of this tabletop so that it will all be open. Now, what have I done so far? Well, if you'll see here in the corner, this actually goes all the way over to the garage door. This is the base that I've built. The cardboard top is a template that I will use to cut the top, which will be coming next. And what you'll see back here in the back are 2 brushless fan units. Alright, let's wrap this video up. I've had a lot of problems. Actually, I finally got to the point that I don't have a problem remembering to turn on the microphone, but right in the middle of part of my videoing, the battery went dead on the microphone. because I have an external mic I use. So I've got some dead space. But what I want to do, I'm just going to do a summary of where I am right now with my project here in the Life After Work model shop. I'll take the camera down. First, I want to mention that my next video, I may cover some of finishing up this work with the model shop, but I'm going to jump into a new topic about my plans for hopefully a garden railroad eventually, but at least immediate plans to build a test table for my F-scale trains, G and F-scale. I want to just do a brief thing about scale and how the world's kind of arrived at this F-scale. As far as continuing on with the New Jersey, I've got some aftermarket parts on the way. They're coming from, I don't know, Lithuania or someplace like that, and it's taking forever to get them. So I'll be moving on with that shortly. The main thing right now is to get this model shop in shape. I've added something to my expansion, and I've already got it mocked up, so I'll show you what that is. Okay, first let's cover the part I've been working on. I've got the base done. I've got shelves in underneath. I've been able to find storage under there on shelves for some displaced things that I had to find a home for in order to have this table here. So that's moving along well. I haven't got the shelf in under here, right in this area. If you can see my hand, right in this area up here is going to be where the airbrush compressor goes. I've shown you that before. I've got the pattern for the top made. Had to piece together a bunch of cardboard, but I can now lay that out on the final material and get it cut. The reason I haven't done that yet is because I want to have all of my patterns together before I start cutting, so I can get the most use out of the material I've got. And here's the other pattern. Let me take you down to the other end. I decided, because this end of the workbench had a lot of my wife's stuff there, and it kept drifting into the model shop. So I decided to help us both keep it organized. I would build another table at this end. Now, the cardboard top you see right here is actually going to go up to just below the level of this table, just the way it does in the back on the existing part. I will then build another one of these cabinets, virtually the same size, the bookcase. That's going to sit on top of this, facing in this direction, and will be 90 degrees to that bookshelf coming out this way. So what that's going to do is give me another display case, and it's going to kind of separate my work table from the rest of the area over there. That way everything stays organized, which right now nothing is. Everything is out, everything is a mess. So working on that. I want to cut that top. I want to cut that top at the same time that I cut that top. And I will also cut some actual shelves that'll go in on these supports I've already put in down under the table. So that will work. I've got to also build a frame. I've got to build a frame to go underneath this top, and I'm ready to do that now. I've got that just about ready to go. Once that's done, my real estate is used up. I have no more room to build on, so that will be the model shop. And as you can see, this is where I've pretty much finished up the base on this end and put things in storage. This is the material that I'm going to make the tops out of, and I have plenty of it. The backs for the bookcase that will go, excuse me, that will go right here all the way up to the same level as that one, and that one right there. So that one will go all the way down. That bookcase is going to be my display case for my trains. That's why in my next video we're going to get into trains a little bit briefly. Hopefully it won't be too long. But we're moving along. I've had a lot of lost days. But that's part of the point of my life after work. You know, we're going to have good days, we're going to have bad days, but what we have to do is keep moving on. So I'm ready to go with the legs and the supports and everything for this table down here, and hopefully I'll be able to get some of that done today. But I wanted to get this video posted and let everyone know where we're headed here at the Life After Work Hobby Shop. And I think it's beginning to look good. It's just a total disaster area right now. But that's all right. I'm going to get it squared away here shortly. So you guys just hang in there with me and we'll move forward here at the Life After Work Model Shop.